So you want to go digital nomad. Here are the essentials you need in your backpack.
Your backpack.
Your backpack. So let me show you how to pack as light as possible and really only take the stuff you really need. Me personally, what you see behind me, you might be like, where the heck is this guy at? That's my entire life behind you in a storage locker as I'm about to leave the country. All right, enough talking. What are the essentials? First off, if you want this backpack, description down below. I use it for all my travels. Pretty nice. And also all items I want to show you in today's video will be in the description. First thing is the battery pack. This is fundamental. So I have two of these. These things are great. Multiple cables for different types of phones. Get a closer look there. A little dirty. I've been traveling around. I like these, really good. Always good to have for any traveling context. Even if you don't want to go digital nomad, 2 battery packs and we get a little nice, how much is left? 100 right there. Next, medicine. I don't know what kind of medicine you like, but you're gonna need some type of ibuprofen or Tylenol, especially when you travel and you travel a lot, as it is the worst. It's already bad being sick. No one likes being sick. I don't like being sick. But it's even worse when you're sick and you're in a place you don't know or you're brand new to it and you're just walking around a lot. So bring medicine, very fundamental. Obviously check whatever country you're going to make sure the medicine is legal, but this is good old Tylenol. Next we have is chapstick. Just buy a cheap pack on Amazon. You already know how cheap these things go when you buy them in bulk. That's the method here because man, I will tell you, when I got this chapstick, I didn't have any. I was in like Vegas at the time and they charged me like $5 for this thing, just one. So buy in bulk, even if it's just 3 or 4, have some chapstick, as that will come into clutch when you got them chapped lips. I don't like chapped lips. And you already know how it goes. Get yourself some headphones, whether those are the big headphones that's noise canceling or just some classic old AirPods. Gotta have some headphones. I don't know about you, but one of the only subscriptions that I really like, and I'm like, you know what, I feel no pain paying this every month, is Spotify, as I listen to a ton of music. Swedish House Mafia is my favorite. So shout out to the Swedes. Headphones are key. Now, as a digital nomad or just active traveler, you're gonna meet a lot of people. And especially if you plan on staying in hostels or co-living like I'm gonna show on this channel, you're gonna meet a lot of people. And typically when you meet people, you conversate, but also you wanna do fun stuff. So playing cards is always nice to have in any context. And for me, you gotta love them die. Slevins, all good stuff here. Some good die. You can do a bunch of different dice games. These are always fun when meeting new people in different countries. So the next one is going to be bug spray. Now, this is really dependent on where you're going to. Maybe the places you're traveling to don't really have that many mosquito situations. I'm going to Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand, that kind of region. You're gonna need bug spray so you don't keep getting bit, which is no fun. And make sure you grab a good amount, right? Also, side note, when you go through the process of really just going full into digital nomad, and you want to go the extra length of getting vaccinated for certain types of diseases like typhoid, etc., Passport Health is a great choice. Think of it like U-Haul, where U-Haul's all across America to move. Passport Health is a standardized way to really get a conceptual understanding of the type of vaccines you should take before entering in these different types of countries. But for now, one of the fastest ways to get sick with no good is a bad mosquito bite. So get yourself some mosquito repellent. And then, of course, get yourself some gum, okay? No one wants to smell your bad breath. Make sure your breath smells good. Get some gum. I don't even know what the brand you should get. All right, this is Orbit. I'm not sponsored. Want to sponsor me? Gum. Next important thing is a lock. Now, this is very fundamental if you plan on doing more of hostels and jumping around in hostels, which are always fun. You're gonna need a lock. That's where you're gonna lock up your stuff in a locker, obviously. And the other part of this lock is that maybe you can use it in hotels or co-living as well. But most importantly, just bring a lock. It's better to have a lock on you than either trying to buy it at the hostel and they don't have it, or getting upcharged in the actual region itself. So a lock is important. The next one here might make some of y'all laugh, but this is a very serious situation, okay? Earplugs. A lot of the times you're like, Corbin, I don't need earplugs. I sleep fine. Okay, well, if you're in a hostel and there's 10 other people in the room, someone's gonna snore, okay? I don't know the statistics. Someone give me a study in the comments. Someone's gonna snore. And these are gonna be fundamentally important if someone snores, or alternatively, the hostel's just really live. Like there's a party and people are up at 3 or 4 a.m. and you're like, you know what, I need to get some sleep. Always bring some nice little earplugs. If you forget these on your trip, don't worry. Any local gas station, like a 7-Eleven or whatever their equivalent is, would typically sell earplugs as well. Next, some sunscreen. Get some travel. I don't think you can travel with this. I think if I took this on a plane or try to take this on a plane, they'll probably take it off. But obviously, sunscreen is fundamental unless you're going somewhere that literally has no sun and it's just like, you know what, don't worry, like you're just gonna be layered up and it's cold. If you go to, you know, warmer climates, et cetera, pack some sunscreen that is able to go through the TSA. I don't think this would go through the TSA, but sunscreen. Now I'm opening the bottom of this backpack. So far, you've seen everything from this pocket, a nice little side pocket. Now the bottom is where I like to keep toiletries. This is just standard stuff, right? Toothbrush, flossing, maybe some cologne, deodorant, etc. That's what you want in here. And then it can go right back in here like this, pretty nice. So now that I come inside the backpack, some people opt, and I'll leave a video down below that shows you how to pack for like a 3-day hostel. Maybe you're in and out, maybe you're not going full digital nomad. Packing cubes is fundamental for this kind of workflow. Why am I talking like I'm in software right now? Just this workflow when traveling to a 3-day, 4-day location. You could really pack 4 days worth of clothes in just a backpack, which is always nice. I like packing light. So you wanna see that video, I'll leave it in the description down below. For now though, packing cubes are really cool. You can store a lot of clothes, compress it, and be good to go. Let me show you the last fundamental thing that you'll need as a digital nomad. It's probably pretty obvious because at the end of the day, we're human. The government still is gonna make us pay taxes. We still gotta earn an income. And how do we do that? We do that through the internet. What is the internet? We can make money through a laptop. Now this laptop, if you just have a steady internet connection, have a skill, you can earn income. And obviously income is fundamental to actually living in these areas as a digital nomad. And that's basically half the reason why they call them digital nomads, is that rather than you doing work within the region itself, you are remotely doing work on a laptop and making money this way. Now that topic and everything above the board when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm gonna go over more in this channel. I just wanted to show the essentials for this video of what goes in a backpack. So if you wanna learn how to make money on a laptop and internet connection, which growing up was probably one of the coolest things that I heard of when I was a little kid. I was like, you're telling me that there are people that just can live on a beach, it's basically paradise, pay next to nothing, and make their money just through a laptop? And that exists, and that's probably why you clicked on this video. So check out more on this channel here. We're gonna do a ton on that topic, but that concludes this video. Make sure you leave a like if you feel like you learned something in today's video. And as I always say, I'll see you in the next video.